I actually did tell people in the States that I had a pet kangaroo called Hops for the whole year.
100% they would believe it.
Yeah, no one questioned it.
No one
like,
questioned it.
Oh my God, really? What's it like? I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. He just like chills at home and meets me when I come back, and we go and go to the park and stuff. They're like, oh, do you put it on the lead? I was like, no, they're pretty tame. And then I don't know if you would have got the joke from any Aussies when you came here about the drop bears and
yeah, I got it. The first week, I was like, actually did trip me out at first when I heard there were drop bears.
Yeah,
and whoever's listening to this or watching this, they're real. They're completely real.
They are real. Have you seen the first picture?
Yeah,
that comes when you search it.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
And then if you search the noise.
Oh, the noise
of what they sound like.
Oh no, it's fucked. I have. Heard
you have heard it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
I heard that for the first time, maybe 3 days ago.
What?
I've never heard it like just as a recording. Like I've heard them when I've gone to the zoo and stuff like that, but I've never heard it as a recording in the wild. Sounds like a freaking dinosaur.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
It's full dinosaur.
Yeah, the fact that it blows my mind, and I've lived here my whole life, I was like, that's trippy.
That's how you know Australia's fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, if the people who live here are disturbed by the creatures that live here, it's an issue.
So wait, did you experience racism when you were in Indiana?
Yeah, for sure. So, and I think it's more so because, like, I think, who's it? Reuven says it quite well. He's racially ambiguous. So
he's racially ambiguous?
That's what he says in one of his sets. He's like, you look at him and he could be from any kind of ethnic place. He's not specifically, doesn't look like an Indian, but he looks like it could be somewhere else. He looks like he could be Pakistani or something like that, depending on which family you come from. Yeah. Whereas I don't look Australian. Like if you think of an Aussie, you say to an American, picture an Australian, it's not this.
You don't pop up.
No. But if you say I'm Mexican, they go, I can see that. Or if I'm Filipino, they're like, I can see that too. Or if I say I'm Indian, they go, I could also see that. So,
well, you're also racially ambiguous. I'm racially ambiguous.
Yeah, exactly.
Thing, yeah.
So I went there. I remember the first time I went into a gas station, and I wanted to try their cinnamon gum. What do they call? Is it just Big Red?
I think so.
I think, and it's got like a weird taste to it. But everyone always talked about it. I think it tastes like shit.
I think it's ass.
And I walked in, and knowing that I was from Australia, and no one would pick it until I opened my mouth, I automatically abused the accent. I've never said mate and cobber as much as I did over there my whole life. Oh, yeah, dude. Walked into the gas station, went to pay for it because my mate's in the truck. And I was like, yeah, g'day, mate. Can I just have some...
some straight bogan right away.
Yeah, g'day, mate. Can I just have some gas on pump 8 and some Big Red? And the frozen speechlessness, it was just like... What? I did it to everybody. Like
that's amazing.
When they introduced us at school, because I was part of their foreign exchange program, but obviously got to play basketball for them as well. Introduced everybody at the beginning of the year, and everyone had heard about this Australian, but no one had ever met an Aussie before because they're so isolated from there. And so I think there's like maybe 12 or 13 of us, and they introduced us by surname. And my last name's Wood, so I was the last person that got introduced. And they got up to like the last 3 of us. There was a Swedish chick, a Japanese chick, and me. And you could hear like the crowd genuinely murmuring, like, where the hell's the Aussie? Because they were looking for somebody like Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, right.
I'm not looking like that. I had like my baggy tracksuit on, my jewelry, all that sort of stuff. I just looked like one of them.
Yeah.
And they got to me, and everyone's just confused as shit because I think half of them expect me to be like, what's up, fuckers? Yeah. I've just come from the border. Yeah, I just want to do high school, bro. I want to play basketball.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Anybody want to dribble?
Yeah. Let's get Indian.
And they were just like, oh, yeah, and from Australia, Jason Wood. And you could hear a pin drop. Everyone's like, that... In their heads, they're like, "That's not an Australian."
He's taking the piss out of us.
Yeah, and everybody got the microphone to say hello in their native tongue. Like a lot of the Japanese chick was like "arigato" or whatever. Yeah, and I was just like, "Yeah, g'day guys," like full abused it, and they were just like, "What?"
Yeah,
I felt like a celebrity for the whole year. It was incredible.
Because after that, people would like treat you differently.
Oh, 100%, dude. Like I was the most interesting human they'd ever met.
That's crazy.
And I think for some of them, the most interesting human they'll ever meet, because a lot of them didn't leave after high school. Like they went to the local college and they just stay in that area.
Yeah.
They don't spread their wings and go across. So
it's like literally seeing a dinosaur.
Yeah, 100%. Like I had one chick, and it blew my mind. I had one chick ask me, how did I get to America? Did I fly or did I drive? And And I was like, what do you mean, did I drive? And she's like, well, do they have roads in Australia? Like, how did you get here? I was like, have you ever seen like an airline called Qantas? And they're like, what does that mean? I was like, what are you talking about right now? So I Googled it and I was like, that. And they can't understand that Qantas because it's an acronym that doesn't have the U next to the Q.
Oh,
because
right.
it's Qantas.
Like when I first saw it, I was like, is this Qantas?
Yeah. I want to go to Qantas.
Qantas. Oh my God, Qantas.
Oh,
Very good
I don't want to
airline.
fly like a virgin. I want to fly to Qantas.
No, Qantas. Very good.
Very good. Big kangaroo.
Virgin, very good. Very good. Qantas is so good.
No horsepower, kangaroo
yeah,
power.
very good, very
Hop from
high.
one city to one city.
That's how we fly in Australia.
That's how we fly.
Qantas, hop, hop, hop.
But yeah, and I was just like, no, I flew here. And they're like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like, good for you. Like I was a World Vision child or something.
You just achieved greatness. They're like, wow, honestly.
Yeah, you've got to be the first one to ever leave. Like,
That's
how
so
does that
wild.
feel? Yeah, so it's trippy.
Isn't that wild though? Like, I mean, you've been to America, obviously,
Yeah.
so now you know how it is. But even for me, as a Canadian, when you go to America, they're so confused.
Oh,
about
shit,
Canadians.
Yeah, which is weird because you're their neighbor. You
Literal
literally
neighbor.
live next door.
We sound just like them.
Yeah.
People think I'm American all the time.
you're
Not
just
even
more
just here.
polite.
Even in America, some people are like, oh, are you American? Like, we sound the same.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you say you're Canadian, they're like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Bro, like, we're the exact same.
And then the ignorant questions start.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy how much they just don't know about anything.
Bro, I saw a stat the other day. It said like 6 million people and 13% of Americans still think Canadians live in igloos.
What the hell, man? That's ridiculous. I don't know. You might have seen it on TikTok. The guy that goes around things that African American do, and he asks Americans these questions, and whatever answers they say, he just goes, "Yep," and they always get it wrong.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen these.
I'm just like, it blows my mind.
Oh yeah, I have. They're in like Times Square in New York.
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah,
Yeah,
just random
It's
places
retarded.
like, give me the capital state of, or the capital city of wherever, and they'll say something completely off, and he's like, "Yep," and they're
Bro.
like, "Yep, I knew it."
Yo, yeah, I saw one that was like, hey, what's how many states are in the U.S.? They couldn't get that. There's other ones that
That
like
blows my mind.
that's crazy. Like, you should know that.
In the third grade, you should know that.
100%.
Yeah.
People outside of America know it more than you. Or they're like, yo, how many continents are there? Or like, you know, what's the fucking I don't know, basic questions.
Yeah,
And
or
I'm
who
like,
was the first president?
right? Or what's what's Obama's first name?
Yeah.
And they're like, Obama?
Yeah.
I'm like, you idiot.
Yeah, Osama? Yeah. So stupid.
Isn't that insane?
It's so stupid. And then
People are just getting dumber.
I noticed it the first time when I was in, I guess they do like test quizzes or test assignments and stuff when you get into senior year over there to gauge where everybody's going to be. I guess you're going to need to be in a special class, or you're good to go off by yourself. The first class that we were in was English, and the teacher was like, all right, we're going to write a short essay. These are 2 paragraphs that you have to read, and then you got to write a short essay on it. In Australia, a short essay is like 3 pages. A long essay would be like 6 to 7.
That's it?
Yeah.
An essay?
Yeah, like you got to write up what the meaning of those paragraphs or whatever.
An essay, Holmes?
Yeah, an essay. I'm a short essay. Do I pass, teacher?
Okay.
And so I went home that night and did like 4 pages. So 2 pages back to back.
Yeah.
Got back to the class the next day, and he's like, all right, everybody hand their papers up. Everyone hand their papers up. And I'm seeing people like writing like 1 paragraph. And I'm like, are you guys dumb? Or have I just gone excessive? So I handed it to the teacher. He looked at it back and front. He's like, that's 4 pages. I was like, yeah, you said short essay. He goes, I'm not reading that. And gave it straight back to me. He's like,
What?
I'm not going to read that. You have to condense it. I was like, what's a short essay to you? Because I don't know. That's short to me. Like a long essay for me in high school in year 12 here was like 14 pages, like 12 to 14
Yeah,
pages.
that's how it is in Canada, too.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, I don't know how you expect me to dumb this down, but I'm going to take it all out and give you the basics of it. Did it during class, handed it back to him, maybe only wrote half a page. And he's like, yep, all right, cool. Got an A+.
What?
And I was like, what do you mean?
This was when you were there playing ball?
Yeah.
In college?
No, just high school.
Oh,
So I
this
did
is high
senior
school.
year. I did varsity.
Oh, you only played in senior year of high school
Yeah,
in the
so
States?
I graduated here, and then because the program that I went through didn't do college, I had to go to varsity, but I wasn't allowed to tell them that I'd graduated here already. Because otherwise
you wouldn't be eligible.
Yeah, because I'm considered a professional athlete.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I'm not going to ruin my year to not play basketball. There's no reason to go over there then.
Yeah.
So yeah, did that. Next class was maths. She's like, all right, you've got the whole lesson to finish these equations. It's like 8 of them. And I finished in about 15 minutes. I was like, I'm done. This was like 10th grade math, maybe?
In grade 12?
In grade 12.
No way.
Yeah, the equivalent of 10th grade math here.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I finished it. I was like, I'm done.
You're like, who is this prophecy?
Yeah. She's like, are you from the future? And I was like, I'm done. She's like, you're not done. There's no way you're done.
Oh, yeah, I can't.
Yeah, got the TA to mark it. She's like, that's 100. She got them all right.
What?
So she's like, all right, here's another one. Here's the one we're going to do tomorrow. I was like, whoa,
Oh.
all right, 3 plus 3. Okay. Gave me another 8, finished it before everybody else finished the first one. Done, 100%. She's like, I got nothing else for you. I was like, cool. What do you want me to do then?
You want to teach this class now, pal?
For the whole year, she made me the TA.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't have to do the class at all. She's like, you can do the exams if you want to, but obviously you'll be ahead of everybody. And I found that every class they did, the only one I struggled with was American history because obviously I don't care for it. I don't know it.
Yeah.
But every class I did, I think I averaged like 96.8% of all my subjects.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Wow. And based on the academics alone, I could have made it to whatever college I wanted to go to, but I had no money. I had to go back to Australia and I was like, well, I'm not going to bother to apply to go back.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy how low level they teach them, but then it makes sense. You see, I mean, God, America speaks for itself. So
that's crazy,
yeah,
man.
nuts, man.
You really see the perspective from a different lens.
Oh, hell yeah. I always question why they still think they're the #1 country in the world.
I know.
Blows my mind. Blows my mind.
In some ways they are. In terms of like entertainment.
Sport, maybe? Yeah,
sports,
entertainment.
And things like that, they're really good. Like
Yeah.
the best opportunities are over there.
100%.
100%. But then like, I don't know. I don't know about everything else, to be honest. Maybe business too. Business.
Maybe money spent on war.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
military.
fucking know enough, to be honest.
Yeah,
but yeah.
neither do I.
I mean, they're definitely the best at being dumb.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. 100%.
Man, I saw this this girl. She's a teacher in the States, and she was teaching like grade 3 or 4, and she was saying how privileged and arrogant the new generation of kids are coming up. That like
In the States.
and how dumb they are, like way more than before. Because
That's
she was
scary.
saying how like they took away phonics, which is like, you know what phonics is?
No.
So it's pretty much like how to learn letters and language. And
Oh, okay. So we
you know,
call it phonetics.
I
Same
think so.
thing. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
the same. Yeah. But anyway, they took away basic like learning skills and grammar skills and stuff in the grade schools over there, and now the kids are like they can barely spell basic words. What she made an example. Some kid couldn't spell evil. Like she had no idea how to spell it.
Like not even know how to start.
Not even how to start. I don't know. Like, losing his mind. I'm like, dude,
Dying over
sound it out.
Yeah.
They can't though.
You got 2 ways you could go with that.
There's only 2 ways.
Yeah, EVOL or EVIL. There's no other way you
I'll
could
give
go.
you even YL.
Yeah.
At least try.
Small pass.
Yeah.
If you can get to L, I'll give you
I'll
the
give
pass.
you an A plus. You deserve it, kid.
Yeah, but you got to spell A plus.
Yeah. Oh shit. Starts
E.
seizing.
Ah.
And even after that, she was like, "There's this 10-year-old kid threw a fit, like for half an hour, because what did he have to do? I think she said like she asked him to write something on the whiteboard, but then he couldn't do it, and he started losing it. And it's not like it's just like a mentally ill. It's like just regular kids.
Yeah, just can't comprehend.
They can't comprehend. They're like they have a lot of attitude. They're like 10 years old, like having a tantrum, like they're 4.
Yeah, the entitlement there is hectic.
crazy.
Like, I don't know any other country, and I've only ever seen it on Twitter or Instagram, social media stuff.
Yeah.
And you make a lot of good clips about it. The what's the, like, all the woke teacher stuff that you do on your reels?
Yeah.
That's genuinely reflecting what they're like. Like the kids who identify as cats and dogs, and then the schools actually accommodate that shit.
Ah, man.
To then be like, well, how do you punish an animal?
You have to.
Do you kick it outside and tie it to a pole?
Yeah.
Or do you put it in a car with a cracked window?
You have to potty train them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts.